Hey, what's going on everyone? Welcome back to the channel. My name's Will and this is the Will YouTube channel. If you're new here, before we get into today's video, guys, if you could do me a massive favor, scroll down below, hit that like button and hit that subscribe button. It's totally free for you guys to subscribe, and what it really does is it helps me out by growing on the platform, by pleasing the whole YouTube algorithm. What it does for you is just sends you a little notification whenever I'm posting some new content out there. So if you like, modifying, you like the channel, you like what we're doing, or you just want to be supported overall, go ahead, hit that subscribe button. It's always really appreciated. So now, after that little sales pitch, let's get into today's video. So once again today, we're gonna be doing a install on the TRX. This is right in line with all the other recent videos I put out there. This is actually the last piece of the puzzle with the interior as far as the whole carbon fiber series goes. This is gonna be the upper glove box for your TRX. So it's, the same thing that you would get inside the whole carbon fiber package. Obviously my truck was a base model, it didn't have that, so we're gonna be doing the install today. It's right over here on the workbench, so let me go ahead, turn you around, and you can see exactly what I'm referring to. So as you can see here, MOPAR, this is a MOPAR part. Here you go right there, your part number. So if you're looking for one of these, there you go right there. You wanna just search that part number and buy it. This is transferable not into just a TRX, but 1500, 2500, 3500. If you want to go ahead and get, the carbon interior going. So inside here, we have the piece, and just like all the other factory carbon parts, it is the matte carbon fiber finish. As you can see, sorry, it's a little bit difficult to do with one hand. There we go. So, just the upper glove box. Unfortunately, you can't just buy this part and this part and keep, the rest of your upper glove box intact. It's all one piece. So you have to go ahead and buy this and swap it all out. But honestly, it's not too hard to do from what I've seen. Go ahead, turn you around back here. Just give you a full visual of it. All part numbers and all that. So I believe if you were to buy this directly from MOPAR, I think it's like around $800 or $900. So it is pretty expensive, but if you are going for the whole carbon fiber look, it's always best to go with the OEM parts in my opinion. So let's go ahead, get into the truck now. We got to go ahead and remove the, the stock one, obviously. Should be a pretty quick install. So let's go ahead and get it done. Okay, so first things first, what we're going to want to do is remove this piece down here. You just have to slide it. Starting from the left side, you slide it over and then pull down. It's just held in with clips. So this side will drop first, and then once you get over here, you just do the exact same thing, and then this will more or less just fall out. Next, you want to go ahead and pull the infotainment screen out. That's held up there with 2 screws, just like that up top. They bolt in right there. So once you undo those, you just yank on this infotainment system, and it fully just falls out right there. I still have it all connected, so that's why it's held in place. Once that's out, you could go ahead, this piece that goes right here, once again it's just held in with clips. So as you pull that, it will free up all of this right here. So now we can go ahead and you can see these little bolts right up in here. You could go ahead and take them out with a Phillips screwdriver, or I believe they are a 7mm if you want to go ahead and use a socket. So we need to go ahead and undo this portion right here, which will more or less free this up. And then we also need to remove this bottom piece down here as well, so we can get to the bolts, underneath here that are holding that. So once I go ahead and remove that part, I'll give you guys the next update. Okay, so we got the other piece removed. I have it right here. It has like 2 plugs on it, one over here and then one right there, that they're just connected to like the little lights. So you just need to undo those. And then there are 2 screws, one there, that you also just need to go ahead and remove. Then this is just held on with clips once again. So just give it a good yank and it'll come out. Then underneath here, there are 2 screws we need to remove. It'll be really hard to see on video. All right, sorry, it's really hard to film, guys, but there's one right there, kind of like where I'm shining the light. And then there's one right there where I'm shining the light. So hopefully you can see it, just 2 screws. Gotta go ahead, back those 2 screws out. Okay, so once we got those 2 screws from underneath there removed, we have one more that's holding it in over here. So what we need to do is remove this little trim piece here and then pop out this vent, and then there's one more screw that's right inside, like right there, that's holding this on. So if you have like a trim puller tool, you could just go ahead, pry this open and then push this vent out, and then you could get access to that one screw. Yep, so as you can see, you just pry this open, literally just pull this out, and then there's that one. Let's see, zooming in right there, that one last little booger. Let's go ahead and take that out. Then once that screw's removed, this piece should just come, essentially should just come right out. There we go. Sweet. Oh, want to go ahead and disconnect that harness. And there we go. We got the glove box out, and your TRX looks like it was just stolen. Sweet. So now we can go ahead and finally reverse the process and install the carbon fiber one. So let's go ahead and do that now. So before we go ahead and install the carbon fiber one, you want to go ahead and transfer over this little LED light. That's obviously your glove box light. So you go ahead, pop this little LED out, and then it slides right into this right here. And then that's what that one plug was that was holding it in. So you want to do that before you throw this glove box back in there. All right, everyone, and just like that, we are all done. We finally got the final piece of the puzzle installed. Works effortlessly, flawlessly, fits perfect. Super stoked, so happy to finally be done with all of the carbon fiber that we've gone ahead and switched out into the TRX. This was just the final piece of the puzzle, and I could not be happier with how everything turned out. Pretty simple install, as you saw there. I didn't do the best at describing it because honestly, as you get working into it, it's just kind of more or less common sense. There's like, I think there's 12 screws that you need to remove, and then that's about it. Everything else is just held in there with push pins, and as you can see, everything works great. And this is the MHF auto lighting radio bezel, and you can see the weave is more or less like identical. This is the Gogon piece right down here, and you can see it all matches really well, even with the shift knob, with the steering wheel, everything. So yeah, guys, 45 minute install, pretty simple. So yeah, hopefully this was helpful for some of you guys. And like I mentioned, even if you don't have a TRX, you can install this. The parts are all interchangeable. You could potentially even remove this badge, I'm not too sure, but yeah, super happy. So yeah, guys, that's gonna do it for this one. I'm an absolute sweaty mess right now. It's 105 degrees in Florida right now as I'm doing this install. So yeah, as you can tell, I'm super sweaty. So I hope you really appreciate this because I'm sweating my ass off for you guys. So as always, guys, comment down below, let me know what you think. Share the video, like the video, hit that subscribe button. All that stuff is super appreciated, and I'll see you all in the next one. Later, everybody.